What's up everyone, this is Kevin, your financial tutor. In this video we're going to go over how to buy and sell YouTube channels, if it's actually legal from the YouTube guidelines to do so, and also how to avoid getting scammed. So let's get started. So if you actually YouTube search and type in how to buy and sell YouTube channels, there's a handful of videos that actually come up for tutorials, but if you actually watch these videos, you can tell it's pretty obvious that these people have not experienced it or done it themselves. So I wanted to give you guys a real world example because I have bought and sold a handful of different channels over the years. I've actually started YouTube channels way back in 2009, and my biggest one being the tech one that had over 135,000 subscribers and 44 million views when I sold it. And just to prove you guys that I am legit, I do have my YouTube plaque that I got in 2017. So you can tell I do have a lot of experience with buying and selling YouTube channel, and I wanted to give you guys all this advice so you can avoid getting scammed and get a good deal. Please smash that thumbs up button for this video. It really does help out the channel and it gets more people to watch this kind of content. So is it actually legal to buy and sell YouTube channels? This is still a little bit of a gray area, but it wasn't until 2018, 2019 when there was several channels that sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars and even a couple that sold for $1 million. So that really opened up the floodgates. From there, people saw that YouTube wasn't attacking these channels that was publicly well-known news that they sold for how much money. And because of that, it really opened up the floodgates for other people to follow suit and buy and sell YouTube channels. But it wasn't until recently until this really started taking off. Overall, I would say you would not have any issues buying or selling your YouTube channel. And I personally have not had any issues with selling my 5 different YouTube channels and buying 2 other ones. First off, we're going to talk about selling a YouTube channel and the tips and tricks that I found along the way. So first off, why would you want to sell a YouTube channel? From my personal point of view, the biggest reasons why, and also talking to prospective sellers, has been number 1, they don't have time anymore to make the content for that channel. Number 2, they kind of want to cash out on that channel and just get the money for it. They might have some other kind of financial obligation that they need to pay for, or rather just have that money. And the third reason usually I found is that they kind of just lost interest in that niche the channel was designed for. And I can say from personal experience, all 3 of those have been kind of true with the 5 YouTube channels that I sold. And like I said, I started in 2009 and I was actually uploading videos about every week or so. I had overall 360 videos on my main tech channel, and I just kind of lost passion for it. There was to a point in 2014 I got paid the most amount of money, and then from there it steadily decreased into 2018, 2019 when I sold. So if you Google search how to sell YouTube channels, there's quite a few websites that come up, and I gotta say for the most part, a lot of them seem pretty sketchy. I know I've tried my hand in about 5 or 6 different websites when I was trying to sell my other YouTube channels, and for the most part I would recommend 2 of them that I had really positive experience with. Number 1 is FameSwap. You could also buy and sell YouTube channels on there, as well as I believe TikTok and Twitter handles. But that's where I primarily sold my YouTube channel. And number 2 is going to be Axe Market. There's going to be a link down below to both of those websites if you want to check them out for yourself. Overall, it's actually really easy to list your YouTube channel for sale on these 2 websites. You basically just create an account. It takes a few minutes and then set up your account that you want to sell. For the most part, you are going to have to verify, so you're going to put a little code that comes up into your bio for the YouTube channel, just to verifying that you are the actual owner and you have access to this YouTube channel, therefore trying to avoid any other people trying to scam each other. When you're making the description for selling the channel, I would try to add as much information as you can. You know there's going to be people asking what the URL are, what's the demographics, what's the type of audience, and what kind of content you make. So I would make sure to put all that in your listing, just to kind of help you out and limit the amount of people asking basic questions about the YouTube channel. I would also recommend putting as much screenshots as you can, also going through the demographics in the different countries that your audience is from, what kind of language they speak, and just more information about the actual audience itself. In the description as well, I would say how long you had it if you're the original owner, and also why you're selling it. And that just gives more confidence to the buyer, which is therefore going to give you an increase in price if they feel more confidence that there's a good reason why you're selling it, and if you're the actual owner. I know a big question I'm going to get is, what should I value my YouTube channel at? And guys, that's a really tough question, and it really depends on a lot of different factors. Number 1 is probably be how many subscribers you have and the total video views. And also it's really important to see what kind of niche it's in, because a gaming channel might, say for example, make a lot less money with ad revenue versus something in financial videos. So it definitely depends on your niche, and also the quality of content, and if you have a large audience engagement. All these factor into the price. I know when I personally was selling my main tech channel, like I said, I had around 135,000 subscribers and I had 44 million total views. I was in the last year of 2018, the last full year, I got about $10,000. So I knew personally I wanted to get 3 times my profit for my prior year. So I listed it for sale for about $35,000 to $30,000. I know I personally didn't want to sell for say $10,000 or $15,000 because I personally could have just held onto the channel and done absolutely no work towards it and collected about $10,000 or $9,000 just from my previous videos. So it wouldn't make sense to sell the YouTube channel for that much. I wasn't hurting for money. So basically the valuation is kind of up to you. You're going to have tons of people lowballing you even if you have a competitive price for your channel. So just keep that in mind. But hopefully if you are patient, you can find someone that believes that your valuation is pretty correct as a buyer, and then you guys can match up and sell the YouTube channel. Stick around for the end of the video if you guys want to learn how to actually close the deal and do the transaction to avoid getting scammed. Next up, we're going to be talking about how to buy YouTube channels. Like I said, the 2 main websites that I use for selling are also going to be the 2 main ones that I use for buying. And like I said, there are tons of other websites, but these are by far the 2 biggest ones that have the least amount of people trying to scam you, and they're actually pretty easy to navigate and communicate with the buyer or seller. So why might you want to buy a YouTube channel? From my prior experience over the last 10 years of being on YouTube and getting millions of views and hundreds of thousands of subscribers, I found by far the hardest part is starting the YouTube channel, especially getting that initial 100 or even 1,000 subscribers. That is by far the hardest part about any YouTube channel. Once you found a prospective YouTube channel that you want to purchase from one of those websites that I recommended, now it's time to start diving into it and doing due diligence to make sure that it's actually a legit channel and that you're not going to waste your hard-earned money buying this YouTube channel. There are several questions I always ask the seller, such as number 1, why are you selling the YouTube channel? Number 2, how long have you owned the YouTube channel? Number 3, does the account have any strikes or copyright claims on the channel itself? Number 4, is the YouTube channel monetized? If not, please tell me why. And number 5, if they could provide screenshots of the demographics and also the copyright claims verifying that it is actually their account. I always make sure to ask the seller to provide screenshots from the actual YouTube studio, just kind of verifying that they are indeed the owner of the actual YouTube channel that's listed for sale on the website. It also just gives me more of a background of the whole demographics of what to expect from the audience and if they're going to like my new content and videos that I'm going to start uploading to that YouTube channel. Lastly, we're going to talk about how to avoid getting scammed. I want to give you guys, you should have the mentality of that basically everyone out there is trying to scam you, and then I would try to build up, asking through questions and doing your background and research that you find out that that is actually a real person and they actually are the real owner of the account. But there are several ways to avoid getting scammed. First off, like I said, ask tons of questions. The more you know, the more confidence you're going to have with buying or selling to your account. And it doesn't matter whether you're buying or selling, either way you can get scammed. Next, I would highly recommend to use a middleman, even if you're a buyer or seller. Basically, the middleman is going to be holding onto the cash and just verifies that someone is selling the actual channel. So I personally use escrow.com. They do hundreds of millions of dollars of escrow payments, and they are a great, legit website. Some of these YouTube channels that buy and sell, they have their own escrow and they charge quite a high fee, and also I personally don't know if I would trust them or not. So I've always used escrow. They take a very small percentage. Right away I would make sure to take off any other emails or YouTube accounts associated with that you don't have ownership of, making you the only owner of the YouTube channel. So I would highly recommend to use escrow.com, and actually I don't think I would make transaction without using them. Another big scam that I found through my experiences are some of these accounts that they're listing for sale for YouTube channels that are actually hacked. So the person selling it actually does have ownership of that YouTube channel, but somehow I don't know how they actually hacked it from another person, from their actual YouTube owner. So whenever you buy a YouTube channel, I would maybe wait a month or so to actually uploading videos. So you want to make sure through your questions that you are actually talking to the actual seller of the YouTube channel and not an account that's actually been hacked. Well, that's it for my tutorial on how to sell YouTube channels, how to buy YouTube channels, and also how to avoid getting scammed. Like I said, I have tons of experience with selling and buying YouTube channels, so if you guys have any questions, please leave a comment down below. Hopefully this tutorial either saves you guys tons of money or makes you guys a lot of money along the way. If you guys enjoyed this video, please do smash that like button. It really does help out the channel and it gets more people to be able to watch this sort of content. If you enjoy making more money and saving more money, take a look at my channel and subscribe for more future videos. I'll see you guys in the next one, and this is Kevin, your financial tutor, signing off. Peace.